The sun beat down with an unforgiving intensity, baking the parched earth until it cracked. A heavy silence hung in the air, broken only by the faint, almost imperceptible sound of suffering. Beneath the sparse shade of a struggling bush, a shape lay unnervingly still. It was not a rock or a fallen log, a leopard. What lay there was a portrait of profound weakness and despair. Its spotted coat was a matted ruin, dull and lifeless. A closer look would have revealed a horrifying truth. The leopard's fur was not still. It was a teeming, moving mass of tiny creatures, burrowing deep into its ears, clustering around its weary eyes, infesting the delicate tissues of its nose and mouth. This was an animal on the very edge of existence. A local farmer, his heart moved, made the crucial call. He knew this was beyond his ability. Experts were needed. A dedicated rescue team was alerted, and they arrived quickly at the desolate scene. They were the embodiment of calm professionalism, profound courage. They understood the risks. Parasites can transmit diseases, and a frightened, cornered leopard is still dangerous. They had to act, but be careful. The team gathered at a safe distance, minds working to formulate a plan. Every step deliberate, every action considered. Their goal? Save the leopard. Their caution? Protect themselves. They donned protective gloves, masks, movements slow and methodical as they prepared equipment. The air was thick with tension, danger, and a desperate, burgeoning hope. The leopard watched through eyes clouded with pain and exhaustion, its fate resting with these compassionate strangers. The first and most critical step was to earn a measure of trust from the terrified animal. The rescue team approached not with force, but with reverence. They moved with a slow, deliberate grace, avoiding any sudden gestures that might startle the leopard. Their voices were kept low, speaking in soft, soothing tones. They were not conquerors. They were caregivers, and their body language said so. Too weak to flee and sensing no aggression, the leopard remained. Its tired, amber eyes followed their every move. A lightweight, gentle net was carefully draped, a secure boundary, not a prison. A carefully calculated sedative would calm without endangering its fragile system. The dart was administered with skill, and slowly, the great cat succumbed to a deep sleep. The team moved in to monitor its breathing and heart rate, ensuring its vital signs remained stable and strong. A quiet calm before the difficult work ahead. With the leopard safely sedated, the true rescue could commence. This was a painstaking process of cleaning and healing, a battle fought inch by inch against the parasitic horde. They began by washing the body with warm water and a mild medicated soap. The sheer number was shocking, a relentless, clinging infestation. For hours, they removed the tiny insects with unwavering focus. Each creature removed was a small victory toward health. Every sore was cleaned and disinfected to prevent deeper infection. Soothing ointments eased the constant pain. Severely dehydrated, it received intravenous fluids. A cocktail of powerful medicines was given: antibiotics, anti-inflammatory drugs, a long overdue vaccine. Throughout, soft voices reassured that it was finally safe. In the quiet hours, fragile signs of a turnaround began to emerge. Tiny gestures, a blink, a faint lift of the head, sparks of life in the darkness. News spread, and the local community responded with an outpouring of support. To grasp the significance of this rescue, one must understand the insidious nature of parasites. These organisms sustain themselves by living on and inside a host. Relentless takers, they steal nutrients and blood. A few may be a nuisance, but in the millions, they become a living plague. They drain strength, leaving the host anemic, exhausted, profoundly weak. They create countless tiny wounds, open invitations for bacteria, and dangerous secondary infections. Itching drives self-injury, compounding the trauma. Over time, the immune system is overwhelmed, fighting on too many fronts. Too weak to hunt, too tired to defend its territory, too sick to escape its tormentors. For many, such infestations are a death sentence. While harsh, this is part of nature, but human activity often exacerbates the problem. Habitat loss and fragmentation increase transmission. Stress weakens immunity. Intersections with human spaces can introduce new parasites. This leopard story is a lesson in our interconnected world. The most critical phase had passed, and the leopard was transported to a dedicated rehabilitation center. In this secure, peaceful environment, vets monitored progress and fine-tuned care. Weeks brought astonishing physical and behavioral changes. The light in its eyes sharpened, movement smoothed, instincts flickered back to life. The rescuers watched its recovery with pride and hope. When it met every criterion, the vets declared it ready for release. On a cloudless morning, the crate door opened. It stepped into tall grasses, tasting freedom on the wind. Its body now a stunning picture of health. For a fleeting second, its gaze met theirs, a silent moment of gratitude. Then, with a flick of its tail, it melted back into the wild. From shock to hope, this rescue shows that when we act with courage, care, and skill, we can mend what is broken, offering second chances and reminding us of our shared responsibility to protect the wild places we all depend on.